Hello girls and ghouls, how's it going? It's Douglas here at Drown Boy Cosplay, and today I'm going to be bringing you, yet again, another ghost mask review. Sorry, this one's actually going out a bit late. I received this guy a little while back and shot a video for him, and then since then had some complications with that camera, which is why you guys may be noticing some differences in camera quality. I've been switching between my new cell phone camera as well as my vlogging camera. This video is being shot with a vlogging camera, so if it looks bad, I do apologize. It should look pretty good though. It's a pretty nice camera. But anyways, yeah, I got this guy a little bit back and I shot the video on him, and then after losing all that footage from the unboxing and review, I kind of decided, I'm just not going to do a video on it. Whatever, it's no big deal. But after showing this guy off a little bit on Instagram and Facebook, some people have expressed an interest in wanting to see a more in-depth look at this mask. So I said, what the hell, may as well go ahead and get it out for you guys. So, here we go. What we have here is a Papa Nihil mask by Mike Cornelian. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'll be putting all of his social media info on screen right now so you guys can go find him. This mask is pretty interesting to say the least. Of course, it is sculpted to look like the actor and not the mask version. Or as I like to refer to them, I refer to Papa Zero as more of the masked version and Nihil the actor, just because about the time they started using the actual Nihil name is when we started seeing the actor more. So I refer to them as two different characters. So this is Nihil and, that's Zero. One thing I will note is since I picked this guy up, I did go ahead and touch up the paint on him a little bit, repainted the face, redid the face paint to be a bit closer to a different version that I was interested in. This is supposed to look more like the Metal Hammer cover variant, a little bit like that, a little bit darker face paint in some areas and stuff like that. So yeah. Now I won't be doing too many versions of this guy, specifically because it's face paint. They're vaguely the same, but there are some small differences. Sometimes the teeth, go outwards and there's 8 of them. Sometimes there's only 5, or sometimes there's 7, and they go straight up and down. It does change from, each time he puts on the makeup, it looks a little bit different. Sometimes it's super faded, sometimes it's super heavy. But this overall is the look I'll be using. I may pick up a different one in the future if he has any more drastic changes or if I just feel the need to. But for now, I think this one's going to satisfy my needs. First thing to note is this is the only mask sculpted of the actor version as of the moment. And I'm willing to bet it's going to be the only one that we will see. The only other Papa Zero masks out currently are Scott Blake's, which is sculpted like the mask version. There's only a few of those out there. After that, he had some problems with the mold and it broke, sadly. Then there's Mike's version here, which Mike is still producing these, so if you guys are in need of a Nihil or Zero mask, I recommend picking one of these up. I believe they run somewhere around 130 to 150 US dollars, so if you're interested in it at that price, you can pick one up from him. Again, his social media info will be on the screen. The mask itself isn't too bad. A lot of the real complaints I have with it are simple, like rookie mistakes. He's very, very new to sculpting masks. Very new to pretty much masks in general. So there are a few problems with this mask that I could point out, but they're all pretty much mistakes that you would make if you're very, very new and don't know a lot about mask making. For one, the hair on my copy is not latexed in, so if I handle it too much, pieces of hair come out. It is hand punched all the way around. I'll turn it around for you guys so you can see. It is hand punched all the way around the mask. And the hair itself actually looks pretty good. It looks like real hair. It seems to be a nice quality hair as well. Almost feels like real human hair. Not sure if he used that or a wig, but it looks and feels pretty good. Yet again, I've already talked to him about this, so he will start latexing it in, so that problem you shouldn't have to worry about for future masks. Then there's a little bit like mold scarring around the back of the neck. There's a pretty bad seam line, which again, very, very new to making masks, very understandable. And then around the neck, there's some mold scarring, which sometimes you just really can't help that happening. If it's something you intend to wear, it won't be seen, but just as a display as is, it'll be pretty noticeable. Not too bad though. I personally will only be displaying this guy. He is a bit bigger sculpt. I'll compare him side by side with the Papa Zero from Scott, which fits me just fine, just because it's a thicker mask and I can trust it. This was a thinner copy. He said he made it thinner for me so I could wear it, but because of how thin it is, I'm kind of scared to put it on. I don't think it's going to fit my face. I've tried once. It was a very tight fit, so I couldn't really recommend it. I would say actually if you were to get a thicker casted copy, it would probably work fine. You wouldn't have to worry about as much. But with a thinner copy, I wouldn't recommend it. Now, if you have a smaller size head, 100% recommend it. Should fit you a-okay. Of course, it's got a more elongated face, so I don't think it'll fit you very snug. But at least around crown size and, around the face, it should fit pretty well. Overall, the mask is pretty interesting, and I'm just super happy that somebody actually did sculpt the actor version. As you guys know, I prefer him over the masked version. The masked version looks creepier, and it fits more of like a ghost feel, but I like the actor version because of his humor. When he smiles, it's just a golden smile.
You so fucking precious when you smile.
I would say he's probably my favorite character in Ghost. Oh, Heresy, I know! How can you not like Papa 2? How can you not like these? I still like them, but I would say that he's just a very interesting character because he's so different. Like, Cardinal and Papa 3 really don't feel any different. Papa 2, towards the end of his life cycle, felt a lot like Papa 3. Papa 1 is probably my favorite just because he is so different. He's so quiet and mysterious. He did have some funny stuff. A lot of people forget about that. But, of course, Nihil is just off the deep end hilarious, playing saxophone and such. But besides that, the mask is pretty good. Again, if you guys are interested, be sure to hit him up. Support him. He's an up-and-coming artist. He actually has sculpted a Cardinal mask. He did the Cardinal first. And I think since then he's done a version 2. And it doesn't look bad, but again, you know, he's still very new to mask making. Would like to see a lot out of this guy in the future. I know he's got a lot of passion, and I do follow his work and what he does, and he does a very good job at it. And I would like to see him grow as a mask maker, grow as a cosplayer, and everything else that he's doing. So please go give him some love and support. But I guess the only thing left to do is to go ahead and get you guys some up-close shots of this. So here we go. Thank you all for watching. Love you. Have a fantastic day.